Well, well, well. My favorite little time sink has gotten a DLC. Well, shall we take a look at Seekers of the Storm? I will say I've been playing this already. It came out today. Today, as in August 27th. This is the character, comes with the DLC, no unlocks required. You buy the DLC, you get this character instantly. I've been playing around with them, exclusively them. I accidentally got the achievement for the unlockable ability. Unlike, well, Void Fiend doesn't have any. Railgunner has 3, you see. Unlike basically all of the other survivors, Seeker only has 1, which again I got by accident. I'll be playing the full basic loadout, at least for one run while we check it out. And I also got Chef. I'll make another video with him probably. And we're gonna seek out the storm. I have not yet been able to beat the False Sun, which is the new endgame boss, the new way to win. I got to him one time, and he just destroyed me. He touched me once and I was dead, so I don't know what happened there. But we'll figure it out. So we're going to play Seeker. I'm not very good at the game at all, so we will be playing Rainstorm. No artifacts, just the regular expansions, or I guess both expansions. Oh, look at this. One of the new maps already. I have not seen this one before, actually. So Seeker's pretty cool. They're kind of like a monk. They've got this really cool traversal ability that starts doing damage to you after a while, which is nice. They've got this like medium range punch. They've got big punch, which heals if it hits, which I probably should have used. That works. And then they also have this really fun I don't know what you would call it. I think it's called a special. It's typically R on PC. I rebounded to one of my mouse buttons because it feels better for me. But I think it's really fun because I've been playing a lot of Helldivers, and that is just a stratagem input, which is awesome. Do I want poly loot? You know what? We're just gonna kind of take whatever. The main reason I'm bad at this game is because I don't really do builds. I just whatever I get. I just fuck it, we ball kind of thing. This is cool. This is a really cool map. So that's how I play basically any roguelike, is I just ball whatever I get. Oops. So I think that's a fun little ability, and that stacks up. You can see right above. Maybe I'll zoom in. I don't know. Oh, this is a new item. I suppose I'll grab it. Where'd he go? I'll grab the new item, I guess. So you can see when I start taking damage, I do a bit more. I do a bit more as well. So you get a little bit of time. If you mess up, unlike stratagems in Helldivers, you can just continue from where you left off because it's on a time limit. But it's pretty cool. Oh, got him. Alright, so this is a new item. Hold up. I think there's a visual bug where it doesn't highlight the item you're trying to buy anymore. I noticed that earlier. So it has I think the wiki said it's a 7.5% chance. Or no, it's not. I didn't read it on the wiki. I read it in game because I got it once. It has a chance to, when you hit, it will knock enemies into the air. Oh, I love Goobo Jr. I actually want to see how it functions with this character. Oh, and here is more new content. Also, so this stack... Sorry, I have rampant ADHD. So I never really can keep my train of thought. But... Ooh. The, my M5 here, this stratagem, builds up these little petals on this locust here, and when it reaches 7, I think it says it gives revive. I don't know exactly how that works. I haven't seen that myself. Oh, Gummy Seeker's killing himself. He just go back, play that back in editing. That was really funny. So he used M2 and just kind of went like this and killed himself. And was doing, because it does do damage. All right, so there's a little like mini boss that I find easier to fight with the other ability, but we'll have to make do. There's this little mini boss, and defeating this after activating this totem that we've done allows you to get green portals, which gives you all of the other new maps, as far as I'm aware. And being able to go to those when you reach what would be the final stage if you go through the green portal instead of just activating the teleporter. You are brought to the special area that... Ooh, that's a new item, so we're definitely taking that. And then I love Will-O-Wisp. So this green portal will now appear always at teleporter events. I could go through it now, but I do want the boss item from the actual teleporter event, so we're gonna look around for that. So that's Sail Star, the new item that I just grabbed, gives me it gets consumed once per stage and it comes back every round, and it will just give you multiple items per chest. First chest you open just gives 2 items, which is absolutely insane. That was the wrong button. Focus Crystal is good on this character because, like, your effective range is only a little bit past the Focus Crystal. Plus, that does good damage. Ooh, Shrine of the Mountain. Don't mind if I do. So many little neat areas. Oh, I can squeeze in here too. I wonder if the teleporter's behind here. Oh, you can't quite sneak back there. Okay. You could, but the game says no. Invisible wall. Alright, there's my teleporter. So now I'm going to get 2 items for this because I did the Shrine of the Mountain. For those of you who don't understand this game, don't worry about it. But, basically, it's a fun roguelike that is absolutely chaotic. Damn. How do they die that fast? Oh, new item. Alright. When I get hit, it activates enemy debuffs. I don't know how that works. I think it's when I get hit. I actually am not sure. Perhaps it's my own debuff, or any debuffs that I would apply are immediately transferred onto enemies if I get hit. I really don't understand how that one works. But it also gives you a chance to apply bleed. So now I have 2 stacks of a chance to apply bleed. Oh, you know what? I'm just now realizing also that I don't even have to be here. I don't know if this is a bug or what, but for some reason, which this mostly happens just on the first stage, so you don't get it very much later in. But for whatever reason, if you activate the green portal, it spawns here, you'll notice. It spawns here and not at the teleporter, which means I can just do this. You can see I have 68% on the teleporter zone, which, again, I did not do a very good job explaining. For those of you who don't know, you are on an alien moon trying to find teleporters so that you may teleport to the moon of the planet and defeat, I think he's the king. And that allows you to go home, or it gives you new life. It depends on the character. They all have their own little end statement for when they win. This stage, by the way, I think this is always the first one that you get when you do the green teleporter. I think it's the same order, actually. This stage is where you get Chef. So you need Cautious Slug, Bison Steak, and Infusion. This can be done over multiple runs. So like the Cautious Slug I did in one run, and then the next run, or 3 runs later, I did the Steak and Infusion, and I unlocked them. So it saves whatever you've put in. So once you do the green portal, you'll be brought here. If you have any of those items, you will lose them, but you're able to put them in that thing and gain part of the way to earning the Chef, which is very cool. He's fun. I'm not very good at him, but I also haven't played him as much as I have Seeker. Oh, look at that. I got another star. So, fun thing about getting that is if you consume it and then get another sale star, the next chest you open, again, gives you 2 items. Whereas, when, like on the next stage, you'll see, it will consume both, but I have, I think, a 5% chance to get 3 items from the chest instead of just the 2. So, that's nice. It's always nice to get one after you've used it. I think the reason I've not beaten the False Sun is probably, well, 2 reasons. I'm bad. And 2, this is probably intended for later in a run. And 90% of my runs, the antlers I just got are also a new item. 90% of my runs result in me getting green portal first go. Now you'll see on the teleporter, I have this little green orb. This means that the green portal is active. So once you do the totem, the green portal is active for the rest of your run. Which means, instead of just bum rushing it, theoretically, I could just go back to the regular planet and farm up some items. But I don't know if I really want to do that. Oh yeah, so these antlers. Chance to reflect incoming damage. There's a small chance, I think it's 15%. I'm actually not sure. I can read it. I'll probably put it on screen. Since I'm blissfully unaware. Do a little Goobo Jr. A little Goobo action. He's my sweet little prince. I love Goobo Jr. I think it's my favorite equipment. I misread the inputs there. Not that I messed it up or anything, but I almost did. Oh, look at this. We get a little beetle fella, too. We're getting all the pets. Yeah, I'll put it up on the screen in post. for whatever these new items do, because I just don't remember. And some of them I haven't seen still. All of the ones I have right now I have, but there are more new items than what I have at the moment. So yeah, Risk of Rain, for those of you who haven't played it or don't know anything about it, is basically just a roguelike that dares you to try and become overpowered. So you'll notice top right, you'll notice there's a slider that currently says medium and will be soon ticking over to hard. The longer I spend in the game, the harder it becomes. You can see the timer, obviously, and the longer I take, the more difficult my life becomes, which is fine because it's fun to have a challenge. So more enemies spawn. Enemies with power-ups will spawn. Like that thing I just killed had basically a flame power-up. So if he hits me, he burns me, and he has higher health. And my favorite part about Risk of Rain, or I guess Risk of Rain 2 specifically, but it is in the first one as well, is that all of the items, well, except for the new DLC ones that we just got, all of the items in the base game are unlocked for future runs by completing just achievements. You just do an achievement and then you get a permanent new thing to help you do even better in runs. Like this fireworks that I have setting off. I don't have enough money. The fireworks that set off when I interact with things are unlocked by doing one of the achievements. I need to see what kind of shrine that is. And it's a Shrine of Chance, which means I need to do it. That's the gambling shrine. There's a chance that it just doesn't do anything. And then it gives you something completely random. It could be any rarity in the game. That's actually how you unlock the fireworks. You have to fail it several times in a row. But yeah, this game has the most cracked soundtrack I've ever heard from any video game ever. And it really is just a challenge to try and become a god. Like, I think the average Risk of Rain survivor that has looped, which is a mechanic that we'll get into in a second, that is a new item I just picked up. You do 50% extra damage when you... Or you do extra damage when you get below 50% health. I know that one. I think. I'll put it up on screen anyways. I think the average Risk of Rain survivor that has looped maybe even just once could probably defeat Goku very easily. And I don't think we will be looping this run, but you'll see. I don't know if that's blasphemous to say that people could beat Goku. I do enjoy anime. I have not seen all of Dragon Ball. I haven't seen much of Dragon Ball, to be completely honest. But I do know. I know him. I know the guy. I am actually very good friends with the man Kakarot himself. So, I think that's not outrageous to say that the average Risk of Rain survivor could probably defeat Goku. I mean, they get once you get up there, after looping a couple times, you get some insane items. Is that a chest? Man, look at all this money that I missed. Or all this stuff. Chest for a health item, a regular chest. What is this? Another chest. It's a shrine for extra money in case I fail. Okay. I suppose I will explain looping now, since I mentioned that you'd have to do that in order to defeat Goku. So looping is a mechanic in Risk of Rain where I believe you go through 7 stages. On what would be potentially your final stage before, like, I guess it's the penultimate stage. It's not the final stage, but it is. Oh yeah, I'm just losing that. That's crazy. It's not the last possible one that you would do, because you still have to actually teleport to the moon. But the last stage on the planet before you go to the moon has a special teleporter, which I will put a picture up on the screen now. And that special teleporter can be changed to, instead of align with the moon and teleport you to the final stage, can instead teleport you back to the beginning, and you can just try again. So you keep all of your items, the difficulty stays the same at whatever it was, but now you get a chance to get even more items. Alright, well, we got pretty good luck. I mean, we got a not so great item for anyone but the engineer, which I am not the engineer. But yeah, you can just go back to the first few stages and just loop it and keep going until either you die or you feel like you're ready to fight the final boss, which is pretty cool. Oh, I went through the teleporter instead of the green portal. Well, no new area for us. That's fine, though. Who needs a stinky old new area? Probably one I've been to anyways. Yeah, we'll take this. So, those little pods there are very risky. They do half your health. And there's a chance that it's just an item you don't want. Gives you a random void item, which is something from the previous DLC. And a lot of them, they change regular items in the game. So, like, there's something called the Tri-Tip Dagger, which is an item that helps, or that allows you to inflict bleed. But instead of that, whenever I pick one up, it'll be instantly converted into that needle tick that I just picked up. And what that does is, whenever I hit, it'll apply a stack of a different debuff instead of bleed. I forget what it's called, but it's a void debuff, and after 3 seconds that will explode, and it will do massive amounts of damage, whereas bleed does damage over time. Whatever this void one is, which I'm blanking on the name, will just, after a few moments, it'll just do it. So there's ups and downs, and I'm doing less damage over time, but when it triggers, it's good. I don't know why there's no enemies. I'm on insane difficulty, and I've gotten no enemies. I don't have anything for that item. So I don't do burn currently. There is an item that would allow me to, but I don't have it. So that ignition tank that I just picked up is rather useless to me. But I'm sure soon it won't be. I wonder if there's a legendary chest. Did we get lucky? I realize I'm saying all this stuff and it's just all sorts of stuff. But because I've played this game quite a bit, I know a lot of what's going on. So the legendary chest, there is a random chance for, I think, on every map, but I'm not aware of all of the locations. But there is a chance that you get a special chest that costs a lot of money to purchase. Like, this is a rare chest, so it's roughly double the price of the normal common chest that we find around the map. But it has basically a guarantee to give a green item, which is harder to come by. But a legendary one costs a lot, and it is guaranteed to be a red, which is the rarest item type in the game. Oh, now I have to find the totem again, because I don't have the green portal. Oh, I guess we are looping. Well, what do you know? It all works out in the end. What's going on? Teleporter event with no boss? Hello? Did I bug my game? I think I did. I really feel like I did. I don't know what's going on. I've had 0 enemy spawn rate. I've had no... I just got no boss. Which is not something I was aware could happen. What is in my little backpack here? So here's what the bustling fungus does. Everyone in the community calls it bungus because it's funny. You stand still and you heal over time. And this applies to teammates, but apparently not the Beetle Guard. Oh no, it does. Okay, I guess I just wasn't on this hitbox. But something interesting about this game is, much like almost any game, if you stand still, you die. So you don't want to stand still. And the reason it's good on one specific character out of the entire roster is there's a character called the Engineer who creates little turrets. And those little turrets take copy all of the items that you're holding, and those turrets can't move. The primordial teleporter aligns with the moon. So when that says that, it means that we're on the final stage. And what we can do is we can, when we get to it, I can interact with it in a different way, and I can change it so that it aligns with the planet. So that the Engineer is good because if you have the bustling fungus, his turrets will get the bustling fungus, stand still because they can't move, and they trigger it, so their little pools of healing, but they also have much higher health than usual because they are being constantly healed for a portion of their health. So it's some good shit all around. Very cool mechanics that work in this video game. There's a lot of stuff at work. Now I think this is a recycler, which is something that lets you get rid of one of your items and get scrap so that I can use a 3D printer like that. I'm not going to use that one, but so now I can get rid of items. I don't want bustling fungus. We scrap it. Now I get 1 white scrap. I can now use this. If I wanted to, I could use it in there and I could get the personal shield generator. I'm probably not going to do that, however. You know, that scrap is good to have. Boy, I'm gonna die. Here you go, Goobo. Now I won't die as quickly. That I can't kill that thing. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's got way too much shields. I just can't kill it. Oh, little gold guy. Summon some parents to fight. Hooray! Okay, let's see. Oh, there I go. Well,